Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a no communication love reading for Aquarius, focused on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. This is not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aquarius, please. All right, the Eight of Pearls. So you could be dealing with somebody here who's walked away from you, Aquarius, or, maybe they're currently walking away from someone or something. All right, they're viewing you as the Justice card, Libran energy. So a lot of you, this person may have walked away from you, but they're really seeing how you handled this with grace and with balance. Wow, some of you, they really want to make it up to you. And the connection, yeah, there it is, the Page of Pearls. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This person wants to make it up to you. Now, some of you, this person might be walking away from something. It doesn't have to be another relationship. Yeah, the Seven of Coral in reverse. See, this person wants victory with you. They're letting down their guard. They're letting down their walls and their barriers. They're coming in with an apology or a love offer, but I feel like that's because you kept your head held high here, Aquarius. I feel like because you handled like maybe a breakup or the situation with grace and with ease, you come off as balanced. I feel like this person wants to let down their guard. And this Eight of Pentacles is interesting because it's like kind of moving towards you, not away from you. For a lot of you, this is somebody who walked away, and I'm wondering if they're having regrets or they want to make it up to you or they want to offer you some sort of an apology here. All right, let's see. They want victory. They want to make themselves known. So most likely they're going to start liking your stories, you know, sending you messages, liking your updates, things like that. All right, so the Eight of Pearls. Yeah, the Four of Cups energy in reverse. This person, you know, you may have thought you were never going to hear from this person again, Aquarius. Or maybe you thought, you know, they were never interested or something. But they're going to open up emotionally. They want reunion. They want to see you. They want to date you. Okay, my apologies, Aquarius. I just had to pause the camera for a second. So I feel like this person is going to surprise you with a love offer. You, like I said, they may have closed off to you emotionally, walked away, or they came off as emotionally unavailable. That's about to change, all right? And we see, yep, Knight of Swords. They've gotten some sort of clarity. They're coming in with communication. They know what they want to say. They want to let down their walls and their barriers. They may, if this person was defensive with you in the past, Aquarius, it's like they're going to drop that. They're going to drop that. They're going to come in softer. They're coming in with accountability. They're viewing you as Libran energy, the Page of Swords in reverse. They may have heard some gossip about you, but I also feel like this is just reaffirming that there's this no communication between the two of you. And I feel like you didn't chase this person. I also feel like you didn't chase like closure. I feel like you were really firm. I feel like you were really graceful. And that has a bigger impact, Aquarius, than you realize, than, you know, making a scene, flipping out, sending them nasty messages. You know, I kind of feel like, I don't know if this person suggested breaking up or moving away from you and your response was, okay. I doubt it was just that, but it was something like that. Or you asked why. I just feel like you were very measured and very graceful with this person, and they're remembering that, and it's actually hit them harder. Okay, yeah, Eight of Cups. Like you both have walked away from this. But it's like you did it gracefully, and it's created, it's I don't want to say it's turned them on, because it doesn't feel like, you know, they're in this like win, like chase and win energy, but it's like it's made a major impact on them. It's made them want you more. It's made them see you differently. Again, it's also, I feel like, made you seem that much more valuable. So we see the Page of Pearls. If you do hear any weird noises, I have a cat, and that's why Well, I have more than one cat, but that's why I had to pause the camera. And now if you hear her, she's scratching on the back of my chair and probably going to hop around a bunch of places. So if you hear any weird noises, that's what it is. But we see the Page of Pearls, a love offer. This is the Page of Cups, a sweet offer, an apology coming in. And Two of Cups energy in reverse, because they're hoping for potential of union here with you. And we see that, yeah, it's like they know there are some obstacles. I think this person knows they need to make it up to you, or they need to get back in your good graces. And again, I think this is going to come as a big surprise how you're going to be feeling Ten of Swords in reverse. Well, you're in an energy of healing, and I feel like you have a lot of clarity. But I also feel some of you might be open to healing if this person comes in a softer, accountable energy. I think they're coming, I keep hearing the word generous. I think this person knows they need to let down their ego. They need to let down their guard. If they were defensive with you, they were trying to be right, or they were trying to win. And it's not like you let them win, but it's like something, the way you acted, the way you behaved, you did it from a place of grace and groundedness. And it's made them really assess, like, was I right? Did I make the right decision? And I'm kind of getting this, oh my gosh, excuse my language, but like their realization is like, I'm the asshole here. All right, excuse my language, Aquarius. All right, let's see, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Victory, yeah, they're letting down their guard because they want victory, and they know that's what they need to do in order to have victory. Door to romance. They want to open this door of romance. They want to be with you. They might be coming in with something very romantic, making it up to you. Again, you know, I don't know if some of you, they missed Valentine's Day or something. They may have. Or, you know, or there was a fight around then. I'm not sure, but it's like they want to make it up to you. And we get Healer of the Ages. Yep, they want to bring this connection into balance, Aquarius. They want to heal this with you. Hostilities. Yep, they're dropping the ego BS. All right, hostilities. They don't want fighting, bickering, and arguing. But that's because I feel like this person might be used to drama and chaos in relationships. But what I'm seeing here, Aquarius, is you didn't feed into that. You were graceful. You were honest. You were firm. And it's making them rethink things in a really big way, and they do want to heal things with you. We see adjacent possibilities. They may have been confused. They may have been overwhelmed in the past. Not any longer. Okay, like they have clarity. There's that Knight of Swords. They're no longer confused. They're no longer, like they know, they see the path forward here. That's what I'm getting. Let's see what might be holding them back. What might be holding this person back? What might be holding this person back? All right, we see being guarded. You are lonely because you're so aloof. Trust others and let them into your heart. So yeah, again, they weren't coming off as emotionally available. And that may have translated as dishonesty, or they may have had a little bit of imposter syndrome. Maybe they didn't feel deep down good enough for you, Aquarius, and they were kind of putting on airs or putting on a show or something like that. And I can see, like, you were like, okay, maybe this person doesn't even like me as much as I think they do, or this person won't open up. How can I can't build this relationship on my own, right? And we see demanding. Yeah, you set impossible standards for your partner to meet. Be less demanding. So I could see that with this person, like being very guarded and maybe asking things of you that they weren't actually giving in the relationship or capable of giving. And again, I do get this energy of this person potentially coming in with this ego energy and kind of you doing everything. And then them expecting you to do more. It's probably because they didn't feel like they have enough, right? Or that they were good enough. So we see everyone leaves. Choose a partner who can commit to you and let yourself commit to them. This person might be somebody who is used to being left, used to having drama and chaos. They may feel like they're a lone wolf. I kind of feel, Aquas, this person may have sabotaged this connection. And I'm sure they weren't guarded and demanding when you first met them. I'm sure they were very warm and they were very sweet, but you may have mirrored back to them some of their insecurities without knowing it, by being grounded, by being graceful, by being hardworking, by being multifaceted, by being intellectual, being sweet, being giving, doing it all. And this person up like next to you started to feel like reflected back that they didn't have enough or they weren't enough. That's what I'm getting. But there's been this major realization. And this person might be used to being left or used to things not working out. They're burned out. You feel emotionally burned out right now. Retreat and recover before continuing. Yeah, and they're this, excuse my language again, but it's OFUCK moment, right? This is what they're feeling. I think they're realizing, like I said, that they're the ones who they've got a lot of work to do to get back into your good graces. Let's put it that way. And there it is. I said it earlier. Lone wolf energy. Are you really a loner, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? There it is. And they might, and I think maybe they felt themselves getting too emotionally invested here, and they became, they put their walls up. They became demanding, guarded. But I also feel this person's tired of being on their own. I think they're tired of being on their own, and I think they really saw union or they saw a relationship. They saw something and felt something really beautiful with you. You gave them something I think you gave them hope, and I think that scared them. That's the message I'm getting. It's coming through very strong. All right, Aquarius, let's see what they would like to say to you. What would they like to say to you at the ego level? I daydream about a life with you. They might have even found themselves daydreaming about marriage or family or just a life with you. And then they were like, nope, don't do that. Don't do that. This is where you get hurt. This is where you get burned. And I don't know what you want. Yeah. And they might not know what you want, Aquarius, because it feels like you weren't actually that demanding within this relationship. And I feel like you didn't kick and scream and make a show like probably everybody else they're used to dealing with. At the bottom of the deck, we see I feel the sexual tension. So there's still that physical attraction. And we also see your intellect arouses me. And yes, if you hear noises, that's a semi-feral cat doing zoomies. All right. So let's see what they would like to say to you at the soul level. What would they like to say to you at the soul level? What would they like to say to you at the soul level? Becoming myself. For years, I lived my life according to others' notions of what I should be, but that is ending. Yeah, and I think the mask is coming off here as well. All right, what else would they like Aquarius to know, please? Sacrifice. You're asking me to let go of what is familiar in my life, and that is difficult for me. Yeah, and again, I think you handled this situation with grace and ease. I think you were loving, you were very giving. And like this person with this guarded lone wolf energy, who's used to being disappointed or left in love or experiencing drama and chaos in relationships, you didn't give that to them. You gave them stability, you gave them warmth, you gave them love. And that didn't feel familiar to them. And it probably felt a little too good to be true. All right, but we do see that this person is saying, I'm evolving, I have put away the past, I'm ready to step up and be the person I need to be. Okay. Yes, so again, semi-feral cats causing chaos in the background. All right, and promises. I can't tell you when, but I can't tell you how, but I can assure you I will. So this person coming back around, this person trying to heal things here. Okay, let's see if there's anything hidden here. Anything hidden that my Aquarius need to see. And I don't think that glass breaking in the background is coincidental. I see this person on their own, probably like, I'm not seeing them like punch a wall, right? But I think them being by themselves right now, missing you, realizing that, you know, they're the ones who were probably in the wrong here, might, you know, they might break something. Now, I'm not getting that this person is violent. I'm not getting that this person is somebody you should be afraid of. You know, if you do feel that way, Aquarius, absolutely not, you know, click off the reading. Not, you know, this is not your person. But I'm seeing that, you know, they could be, this person, you know, I just feel like they might have broken something in anger and frustration of their realization of what you were offering and what they sabotaged, what they walked away from. All right, so let's keep going. What might be hidden here? Entanglements. All right, so maybe there were entanglements here. And potential life partner, yeah. What I'm getting is, I'm not really getting that there was third party here. I'm getting this person is used to drama. They're used to entanglements. And with you, potential life partner. And your energy was different. You allowed this person to dream, to imagine a future, and they got scared because they were used to entanglements, chaos, drama, people who don't stick around. We see that this person is still hung up on the past. Most likely that's hung up on you. And we see healing one another. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if there's potential for healing. This card tells me that it's possible. Maybe you can heal one another. But I actually feel like this is what was starting to happen, and this person got activated. All right. Aquarius, let's see what their very next actions are towards you. Thank you for those of you who are still sticking it out through the chaos here in the background. All right. Aquarius, clear messages, advice, and guidance. What are this person's very next moves towards Aquarius? Four of Wands. That can be reconciliation, stability, inviting you over to their home, coming over to yours. Six of Swords, coming towards you, coming to your house. Moon card. Maybe at nighttime. This person might drive by your house at night. I'm also seeing that they might come over at nighttime, call you at nighttime, invite you over at nighttime. They're going to be coming towards you, revealing deep secret feelings, deep emotions. Yeah. And then they're strategizing about how to do this. They're waiting because, again, they know they need to come in strong. And they're having this realization it's not going to be easy to get in your good graces. We see the Wheel of Fortune, destiny, and moving forward. Again, this person might drive by your house. Okay. Let's see. What is the quiet truth here? What is the quiet truth here for my Aquarius? Oh, you're stronger than this moment. You're stronger than this moment. You're safe to trust yourself. Yeah, because some of my Aquas, this is tough. This has been tough. And this isn't what you were hoping for. Yeah, I think you saw a very different outcome here. And again, some of you, you're just very disappointed in this person. Some of you, you're not going to give this person another chance. Some of you didn't envision things going this way. And you've been patient long enough. I think you were patient, you were above board, you were elegant. Not to say that you have to stop being those things, but I think you were very patient with this person. Give yourself space from this, and this isn't confusion. You are not confused. I don't think they're confused any longer either. But I still go back to that glass breaking. I really feel strongly that this person, again, I don't think they're punching a wall, but I could see this person coming to this realization that they're the ones that effed up here. Their ego may not have allowed them to feel that way, but boom. All right, I'm going to leave it here, Aquarius. It's a heavy reading. Sending you love and light. Take care.